Okay, this is my Bo Burnham moment right here. Had to do something more productive. And I've been laying on the couch and I said, fuck it, let's put it to work. Oh, I never synced up the audio. Is everybody watching? Shit, I do this. Well, yeah, I'll get it on that camera. I have been thinking a lot about the fact that there's a very solid chance that I may never be able to retire, or at least not retire with the standard of living that my grandparents retired with. And I'm completely fine with that. I think there's something very innate in humans that makes us pretty much... We ultimately crave each other. We ultimately crave the love of individuals and a shared tribe, and we enjoy feeling like we're accepted and like we have somebody that we can not only trust, but they can trust us. And there's a true soulful ecosystem that I think really lies inside of humans on a very prehistoric level. We were not meant to be consumer. We were not meant to consume on a certain monetary level. I think we value our morals and our goals, and everything that we put together ultimately measures our time. But specifically, everything we do measures our time in minutes. It measures our time in seconds and hours and tasks, in time frames and deadlines. When I think on a core level, humans desire to experience time in a moment scale, in a memory scale, in a feeling scale. We remember things emotionally, but we predict things very timescale like, because that's beneficial to the economy and production. But on an internal level, that never really makes us satisfied. But we're given the promise that it will, and it logically makes sense. Because you can work and put money into a stock or a currency or anything. But another sort of investment that I think is important to consider is changing your value system and changing your way of appreciating what actually makes you happy, and to try and, as much as you can, wash out this concept of efficiency and wealth and comfort and, predictability and like retirement. I mean, why would there be any encouragement or any support really in our culture to put your elderly within your own household? You live in your small house with your 2 parents and your 2.5 kids. And then your grandparents, when they're old, it's time for them to die. Or when they get, unable to live on their own, they go and live at a place where you would pay. Because you just don't have time to take care of them, because you got to support your house and your 2.5 kids. But because you monetize it, you give a logical reason why you can just sort of be flippant about it. When we talk about charity, we measure it in money or time. Charity work. But charity could be a moment. True charity could be something that you don't even remember doing because it was second nature to you, or it was such a minor thing you didn't even notice. But charity has to be instead these big triumphant moments of awe and wonder, and maybe even, some financial gain from the situation. Even down to just telling people about the charity that you've done negates kind of the idea of it. It's interesting to think about how monetization and economic measurements have changed some of the ways that we operate as like a species and a advanced consciousness. And I think getting obsessed with the world or the future, you're better off just focusing on those core concepts, because those have existed in humans for, well, millions of years. And during that time, everything's changed around it constantly, good or bad. Change is the only constant. I probably should have been holding it in this. Oh god, probably should have been holding it in this hand, huh? That camera just keeps turning off. I'm over it. I just had such an awful thought. Multiple awful thoughts.